Hello kids, mommies, daddies, and friends. Welcome to the story R. I am going to tell the story about Joseph the Dreamer. I am Joseph. I grew up in a large family composed of 12 sons and at least one daughter. My father Jacob loved his wife Rachel. He loved his sons, yet he loved me than the others and gave me a special treatment. My brothers would tend the flocks and work in the field while I was called by my father Jacob. One day, my father Jacob and my mother Rachel gave me a special colorful robe. This made my 10 older brothers became jealous of me. This was even made worse when I had special dreams in which all of my brothers bowed down before me. I said, I dreamed that there were 12 stars and one was in the middle. And there were 12 hays and one was also in the middle. The other hays bowed down before the one in the middle. One day, my brothers were pasturing our father's flock and I was sent to see how they were doing. My brothers took this opportunity to get rid of me. They devised an evil plan. They threw me into a pit and then sold me as a slave to some traders who had happened to pass by. I begged them, please help me, please, Judah, Reuben, Simeon. But my brothers did not listen to me and they were determined to sell me to the traders. To hide all of this from our father, they pretended that I was killed by a wild animal. Upon knowing it, my father Jacob was very disheartened, for he loved me dearly. Rachel cried, for she loved me so much. My life was turned upside down, and I was brought to Egypt and sold as a slave. I undoubtedly felt confused, sad, and alone. But the Bible tells us that the Lord was with me there. My work was blessed, and I got a good position in the house of my master Potiphar, until my master's wife falsely accused me of an evil attempt to sleep with her. Then I was put in prison, but again the Lord was with me. 2 fellow prisoners had dreams that only I could interpret. These were prophetic dreams, and they indeed came true. Years later, Pharaoh had confusing dreams too, and I was called to interpret them. God showed that the dreams warned of a 7-year-long famine after a 7-year period of plenty. Pharaoh was very much pleased at my interpretation and appointed me as ruler over all of Egypt, to gather as much grain as possible to help the Egyptians prepare for the 7-year-long famine. I was named Zaphnath-Paneah. My position changed from a beloved son to a slave, then to a prisoner, and finally to a viceroy. It was not only the land of Egypt that faced the years of famine, as God has foretold in Pharaoh's dreams. My father Jacob and our family, who still lived in the land of Canaan, were also running out of food. My 10 brothers went to Egypt to buy grain. There they met me, but they did not recognize me. And I took this opportunity to put them to the test. Were they still jealous and mean, or had they changed over the years? Of course, I could have taken this revenge for the evil they had done to me. But I didn't. I forgave them wholeheartedly. I concluded that you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring it about that many people should be kept alive as they are today. Genesis 50 verse 20. Friends, back in Canaan when I was only 17 years old, I dreamed that my brothers bowed down before me. Real life seemed to be very different, however, but I didn't forget about the dreams, nor did I turn my back to the Lord. And finally, when I was appointed as ruler and my brothers to buy grain, and the dreams were shown to be true, Hi kids, mommies, daddies, thank you for listening.